Hey guys, welcome to this week's collective reading. It's been a really funny week. I'm getting all kinds of offers, just not the kinds of offers I want. Those sharks, some of them are vampires. You guys are probably getting it too. Not for long, not too much longer here. So let's see what comes out. I've been meeting with a lot of divine masculines this week, and lots of them coming to me right now. And what's cool is that they come so like protected, like, you know, my friends talked me into this or whatever. And then then I'll try to figure out who I'm dealing with, depending, you know, it's like, is this the masculine? Is this the feminine? Could this be like a karmic for someone? Or it's like, you know, I try to figure it out as I go. And these guys come in and they're just like, they start off like this, like, well, let's just see what you have to say. I don't know, you know. And then they'll say, what's going on with my love life? And then they'll want to know, is there someone new? Is there someone new coming through? And I'm just like, well, you know, we'll see. And then I'm thinking, well, if you're a divine masculine, no, because kind of your test is to figure out your real true love. You're pretty much going to get karmics for a long time unless you guys choose your true love. You know, it's the feminines are getting options, but only because they're getting soulmates and soul flames, good, healthy options. But it's because, and they're getting karmics too. They're getting a good mix of everybody, but, you know, they're getting the offers because they've evolved. They've matured for years, you know, and they're usually a little bit ahead of these masculines. So no, you're not going to go get a really good, healthy love right now, masculines, if you haven't done the work. If you have, that's a different story. But right now, the masculines I'm seeing, they're pretty much supposed to pick that person that's kind of tough to pick. And the reason I put it like that is because there's always, the masculines seem to have to overcome their egos to be with this person in some way, shape, and form. So here's an example of what happens, right? I'm sitting there, and I'm going to put a little timestamp so you can skip this talk if you want to go straight into the reading. But basically, these guys will sit there and they'll give me every excuse. I'll be like, do you have this sweet connection to someone in the past where, you know, it's just like really incredible, but maybe they don't, you know, maybe they don't live near you, or maybe there were these obstacles in the way or whatever. And they'll be like, I know who you're referring to. That's not going to work. And I'll be like, well, why? Well, they're not in the same state. And I'm like, okay. And then we'll work that issue out, and then they'll see that it's not really that big of a deal. And then it's like, well, my parents wouldn't approve. Okay. So your parents don't approve. So what? You know, you're like supported in all these ways by this person that you love. You got a king or a queen by your side who's totally got your back through life. Like, what can you have that's better than that? And so I'll go back and forth. We'll like ping pong for a while, and I'll just sit there tinking on his armor, like punk, 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 punk. And I'll just keep like getting at him, and all these different points. And he'll just keep trying all these different excuses as to why he can't be with that person. But I'm like looking for his divine masculine in there, or his feminine in there. Whether it's feminine or masculine, doesn't matter. Like, the sex doesn't matter. But anyway, so I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm going to find your divine feminine in there. I'm going to find her, and I'm going to bring her out, because a lot of these masculines are just like looking for quick solutions. And they're just like, well, no. I want to go on to a new one. And I'm like, So it's really cute to see, though, because the more I just keep hitting right on that mark and just keep getting rid of this excuse, that excuse, then it's like they kind of run out, and they're like, huh. And then they turn into like these little kids, and they lean forward and they open up, and it's like you can see their hearts and everything just relaxing and opening, and they just go, can I really make it work with her? Do you think? And some of them even get teary. And I'm just like, wow. I mean, it is the most beautiful moment ever. to see someone's guard completely calm down, and then they see that they can actually make it work. And the thought of making it work makes them just glow like a little kid again. It's like, you're told by your parents you can go to Disneyland, and then they disappoint you and they can't, it's like, it's like over and over and over again, you can't go to Disneyland, but now you're an adult. You can do what you want now. And yes, you've been hurt and beat and battered by past relationships, but it doesn't mean that is what's coming in your future. Those were karmic partners. Those were people who we're all karmics or somebody's true love. It's not like there's karmic people over here and then there's the true love people over here. It's like when you meet your true love, you are more mature, more ready. Or you could meet them prematurely, I suppose, but then you develop and mature as you go because of that person, because knowing that person, it just evolves you. So when you're with the wrong person who's the wrong fit, it's quite a struggle. But when you find that true love, you may still get triggered, you may still have stuff happen, but it's so much easier to deal with, and they really work with you as a team. So there's so much more harmony, but you have to be mature enough and ready enough to handle that kind of relationship too. There's a lot of passion. I mean, the sex is like, from what I've heard, is just off the charts, but I mean, just because there's that intimacy there too, it's so much more than what it was with those karmics. But yeah, anyway, everybody's somebody's karmic or true love. You just have to sort it out and figure it out. That's why I got into this, is I was like, I just want to figure it out. So, I mean, I sound like my masculine right now because he said this once to me, but it's like, I just want to figure out who's the person for me and who's not for me, and then know which direction to go, because I don't want to mess around with getting hurt anymore. Sick and tired of it, sick and tired of that stuff. So, all right. Okay. Full steam ahead again. He's learning to love himself. He's learning to be grounded, mature, honest, and just put his cards on the table. He's been like that little bunny, and he's been like all scared in the bushes. You make any little loud sound and they tuck back in. Oh. And they're starting to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and like be grateful for what I have. And I'm going to calm my mind, and I'm going to manifest healing from this situation. This is at the bottom of the deck. It's a theme for it all. He's realizing that his fears were just silly fears. He has faith now. He's resting. He's most likely been through a breakup or is going through a breakup. He's trying to heal those wounds so that he can have this happy family with you. He's becoming husband material. He's become solid, grounded, mature. He's become the King of Pentacles for the Queen of Pentacles. It's like they're a perfect match, these two. They're the same suit. He's become your ultimate partner, and that's also the hubby card right there. And this is the ultimate happy family fulfillment card. It's like, this is what he's striving to do. He's going to come out of the bushes. He's put her up on a pedestal long enough. He's watched her from afar long enough. He sees her flourishing and flying. And he wants to fly with her. He's like, it's time I come out of these bushes and actually experience what it's like to be with her. Let's just see what that's like. So he's going to make this offer. He's going to make a romantic offer toward making that happy family happen. So he's cutting through all illusions right now, and he's daydreaming about what it'd be like to be with her. Thinks about her all the time. And he thinks about all these different options and ways that he could go. And he's trying to cut through any disillusionment or fantasy, and he's trying to see reality for what it is while his world is falling apart. And a lot of feminines actually have their world falling apart right now too, and they're all in total chaos. I think this is kind of both of them. A lot of, yeah. You know, and he's got some serious decisions to make and some people throughout his life. He's thrown that karmic out. No more nonsense. No more nonsense. I know what you've been doing to me. I know how you've been manipulating me, and you're out of here. So is anybody who doesn't support me and my ultimate true love. I know that sounds really corny, but you know, it's like I picked this one, and I don't care what kind of hell I have to go through or how my life has to fall apart, but I'm going to be with her. So everybody take a backseat if you're going to be. No, everybody get out of the car. Everybody's getting thrown out of the car if you don't support these decisions that I'm about to make. I just found that really funny. I got the Humpty song in my head. If you don't support the image and the style that you used to, I forget the lyrics, but it was really funny. It totally pertained. Yeah, that's an old song, you guys. You guys will have to look it up if you don't know it because it's so funny. All right, so he is going away from all his worries and excuses and skepticism, and he is going away from all the drama, all the BS going on in his life, and he is just like taking her to calmer waters, and maybe her kid too, if she's got a kid. He's taking her across to the other shore where it's safe, and they can express their love to each other. This is the man who loves you and isn't telling you. But he's really swimming in those emotions. Look at all that emotion. All of that ocean is all emotion. He has yet to express. He's got the poker face on, but he's got that cup in his hand. And he's ready to offer it once you guys get over to the other shore. That's in his heart space, going over to the other calm shore. In his action space, check this out. He's walking away from everything that no longer serves him. This man is serious. He's passionate about doing this. He's got a lot of great eight great, fantastic, shiny, beautiful cups, but he's walking away from it all to have his 2 of cups, which made me just think of the temperance card. But, you know, it's his 2 of cups, his true love. He's walking away from it all so that he can have his true love. And if that seems to be taking a while, so be it. He's got to set stuff up. He's got to make sure that his karmic's out of the way completely. And if they're getting divorces, they need to make sure that, you know, they may have taken a financial hit and they're recovering. So there's things that they're doing as they're walking along. They're not taking a jet. You know, they're not like jetting over to her. I mean, some of them are, but it's like he's walking and he's learning and he's growing. And he's becoming wise as he walks along, but he's going toward her. And why? Because, you know, he loves her, which we just saw. And he wants to be happy and giddy like a little kid again. He wants to go to Disneyland finally. He knows he can make that happen now. He's like, my track record does not necessarily dictate my future. I've grown, I've matured. I'm sure, you know, she seems a lot like from what I've watched of her, or know what I know from friends and what they've told me or whatever, however I've been spying. She seems like, you know, they've put you up on a pedestal, and they're ready to give that a shot. They've chosen the person that they can ultimately be very vulnerable and authentic with, somebody that the angels have led them to, somebody that makes that sunshine in their life, and somebody that they know could last the rest of their lives. They could last a lifetime. And they're going away from karmic people. They're going in from the moon to the sun. You're their North Star. You're their sun. You're their moon. You're everything. And they're trying to get to you away from that little crab that's trying to get. It was crawdad, but he's like threatening to come out of that. Third party's like threatening to come out of that water and stop those two. And it's like, nope, they're out of there. Those dogs are poised to run down that trail, and they're going to go follow what makes them happy. So he's transforming. He knows that there's a new dawn right around the corner. That sun is coming up after all of everything that they've gone through, he's got the death and the tower both in this spread, you guys, in the world. These are huge major arcana cards. And lovers, and the moon, and the sun. Like, this is serious stuff, and it's all based on his loving you. He's transforming tremendously, and he's becoming more authentic and more vulnerable as he goes. And he's closing a chapter on his life big time with the death and the world. He is closing and slamming that door shut, and he's beginning a brand new life where he can start all over again. How he is. Nothing false about it. Just being totally who he is and being committed to this journey. As a side note, he's going to balance everything out and fly forward. There's nothing that can stop him. This is a card about like just sheer determination and momentum carrying you through once you've come to a balance. So he's going to take a risk and because this is his heart's desire. This is what his wish fulfillment. He's rubbed the magic genie lamp and she popped out and he's like, well, let's just do this. I think we got this in the last reading. Let's just do this. See, these are the ones that are still not, they're still in separation. They haven't come into union. They're still poised, you know, and they're going through healing, some of them. And some of them are thinking like, you know, they're getting all of the nonsense like wiped out of their life. They're cleaning up any messes that they've made, and they're making sure that everything is kind of perfect for the new beginning. It just popped out. Yeah, see? 7 of Pentacles and the Fool. He's really thinking hard. Like, I'm not going to get into this until I'm ready to take that risk and take that jump. And he's getting ready to do that now. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the feminine as well. Same cards all coming out. It's so funny. They feel the same way about each other. They really want to balance things out and get going and forgive each other and have learned from the experiences that they've been through in this time. But it's like coming to a nice little close now. It's time for a brand new beginning and a new clean slate for both of them. So let's just take a peek at the feminines. Oh my gosh. They want the end of a difficult period. They want their heart's desire too. They're getting rid of any kind of karmic challenges. You know, they're getting offers. They're trying to sift through who they should ultimately be with and who they don't. Oh my gosh. She's also pondering like, what's going to bring me the greatest happiness? Like, and I'm not going to go into something unless it's like the real deal. You know, because once I'm in it, I'm totally committed and faithful. And I want to go play and have fun with this person. The World card, again, in her heart space, with willing to make an effort. She's willing to get vulnerable again. She's been really heartbroken too. The masculines really can dwell sometimes on how heartbroken they've been, but it's like, oh my gosh, we've all had our hearts completely crushed. We can all start again, being vulnerable all over again if you pick the right person. And this person's going to be worth making the effort. And all the efforts, feminines, that you've been making toward him, they're going to pay off with this fresh new start. And the level of intimacy and vulnerability you both will share. All the efforting that you poured into somebody that was wrong for you, it's like you're gonna actually feel like you're making headway in this relationship. Like it's actually going to make a difference. The things that you say and the things that you do for each other are actually going to like grow both of you and make you closer and bond you. And it's going to be so much more beautiful than fighting with someone the way that you used to. I mean, you're still going to have your issues and triggers, but it's so much easier with this person. The end of a difficult period. They want the end of a cycle too. They want this to be done with. They don't want to feel like someone's going to betray them or be betrayed by somebody anymore either. Or get beat up, you know, in whatever way they were getting beat up in past relationships. They want a new dawn. They want a new start. They want to transform. I feel like both of them really want to be different people in this relationship. They both want to come to the table like clean, like kids again. Like, can we just like reset and be 16 again? and just forget that all that pain happened. And now we've picked the right person. So now we can pour our heart out there. Now we can be vulnerable. Let's try that. Let's try something different, you know? Because this person is our ultimate wish come true. Just like those masculines when they're like, really? Can it really happen with this person? Are you kidding me? And I'm the one to give them that hope to reach out to you guys. I'm honored to be that person to give them the fuel they need to fly forward and go after you. I'm the one that's encouraging them to break through any obstacles or nonsense that they've been lying to themselves about, or other people have been lying to them about and they've been believing, and break through and go get what they want. They really want. So the feminines are also facing their insecurities and fears, and they're sifting through karmic people too. They're being put to the test. They got all these sharks and vampires coming, and they got to figure out who's who and fly down that road with them as well. And they got to be open to it going quick. Get ready, guys. If you're the feminines, then I'd be getting ready for some major moves. This is going to go fast. I've been hearing these stories from some of these feminines, and it goes really fast. Once they do show up, it's like, let's move in. You know, it's seriously like they're getting married right away, and they're just like, the get to know you period is so much shorter than it's been in the past with other people. And there's just this love there that's been stacked up for lifetimes that's just undeniable, you know. And you can take a risk on that kind of love, you know. That's not delusional. You guys have known each other most likely for years. If you haven't, then just know that you have this to look forward to. You know, you may not be there yet. You may have a ways to go. But if you're drawn to these videos, then, that's what I was going to say too, is that sometimes watching these videos can actually help you manifest, especially if you believe them. And if you don't let depression and doubt get to you in between these readings, you know, because there's one key to manifesting is like being excited about something and anticipating something's going to happen, and knowing it's going to happen and just kind of letting it go and going and having fun and trusting it's going to happen. But if you watch this video and you get all excited and then you start doubting it and you're like, no, that wasn't for me. I'm sure that was speaking to someone else or whatever. Then you're going to sabotage that and kind of block yourself again. So stay in a high vibration state no matter what, because even if it's not with the person you thought it was going to be with, you're still going to bring somebody through that's amazing for you and perfect for you. You're not going to bring those karmic people through if you are learning how to master the art of being happy no matter your circumstances. And I mean literally no matter the circumstances. You could be in the worst of circumstances and you're not going to let it get you down. Or people say things to you, even your divine counterpart. You know, it's like if you learn to rise above all circumstances and learn to keep yourself optimistic and positive, no matter what, then you've just mastered the key to life, pretty much. You've learned to master your mind, and that's the most important thing that you can possibly have, because no matter what ever goes wrong, you've always got that. But it also keeps you in a high vibe state to where you attract the best person for you. So focus on that, and if you need help with that, I have a resources page that's free. Everything on there is free. Just go there and study some of those people that I have listed on there. And, they can help you stay in that high vibe. I can too. If you look at some of my videos, I have a playlist, talks about life that might be really helpful. Keep positive. You guys just keep positive. It's going to happen. For weeks now, the spreads are like, all these people coming together. Then the next week is the same kind of energy. All these people coming together. So hang in there. Hang in there. And I'm about to do an extended version that's going to include a bunch of oracle card decks that I didn't put, and a light language blessing. I include light language blessings in those as well to help support whatever the spread is or whatever we go through and what we talk about. We get into more things about life and kind of preparing for each other and things like that in there. We look at even financial matters, you know, whether you're going to be actually making money when you come together with this person, you know, whether you're looking at a new career or maybe a move. I know that in one of these extended readings, I actually predicted my own move. And I didn't realize it. So yeah, anyway, could be beneficial. Again, though, the $11 extended readings, the link below, there's one in this video, but also a link below the video will bring you to my Vimeo page. So you can buy the $11 extended reading. But again, it is a feel of the collective that we've tapped into here. So if this resonates with you, go ahead and get that, and you can get further instruction and guidance on that. Also, you can still get the $22 quick relationship spread that is custom for you and your relationship. That's you have to use WhatsApp, but just go to amysatori.com, go to the services, click on quick relationship spread, and you can learn all about it there and read all about it there. Within 24 hours, I send you a custom reading. It's short, but very much to the point, and tells you everything you need to know at this point if you want to see how your person feels about you or thinks about you or what they're planning to do with you. So have yourselves a beautiful day, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.